Hey everybody, this is T-Mac, Wild for the Outdoors, and I just wanted to share with you some stuff that I've accumulated from Around the Cabin. If you don't know about Around the Cabin, please go check it out. I do a live show every other week on there. You can ask questions, I'll answer them. Rich, he's the face of Around the Cabin. Really great guy, really knows what he's doing when it comes to survival. But that's not what it's all about. That's what we're going to touch on today a little bit. But it's more than just a survival community. We talk about, of course I'm on there, so hunting, fishing, trapping, cooking, canning. You know, like I've always said, hillbillies, what do you want to call us, rednecks, we've been green since before green was cool. And this is just some of the stuff I managed to win just by tuning in. I have a show, it seems like every night except Saturday there is a live show on, touching on all kinds of stuff. These are the couple from my favorite shows. One I don't have here, I forgot to grab, was the Backyard Butcher Shop. I got a nice turkey call from there, Derby City Calls, and I love it. This is just some stuff that I've gotten, like I said, just tuning in, and they give away stuff all the time. First, Get Prepped with Jim Cobb. That's his show, and if you need to know the dates, go to the aroundthecabin.com. There's a calendar there, and it has every date when they do a show. I believe Jim's show is once a month, and really great show. Jim Cobb is an accomplished writer. This is a couple of his books that I've won. We've got Prepper's Home Defense and Prepper's Long-Term Survival Guide. I've read both of these. Awesome common sense books. There's nothing crazy in this, like, you know, some of that stuff you see is just so out of whack, it's unbelievable. But this book here I really enjoyed. Beyond the First 72 Hours. This is for long-term survival, like the title says. Has some really great ideas. One of my favorites is a washing machine, made out of a 5-gallon bucket with a lid and a plunger, I think. That's what it was. Just an awesome idea, and I mean, just goes over all kinds of stuff, the chapters, and it's kind of written like a diary. Every chapter starts out with a diary entry, and just a really great read. It didn't take me long to get it done, and it also goes into what I thought was extremely cool, was stuff that's happened, long-term events, learning from history to prevent future deja vu. Historical accounts of pandemics, economic collapse, famine. This is stuff that's happened before. And what's the saying? History repeats itself. This is a great read, guys. Jim Cobb, I won this just from watching his show. He gives away stuff all the time on his Facebook page. So thanks a lot, Jim. Great read, loved it. And in this has a little bit about defense, but this is a more detailed Prepper's Home Defense. Like I said, just like the other book, common sense written, nothing crazy, just stuff that will help you defend what's yours. And in a collapse situation, very important. This stuff over here I won at Doom and Bloom. They have a show also at Around the Cabin. Like I said, go to the calendar, they'll tell you when, then you just go to the campfire and you can get right in, ask questions, and you have to be in the chat room to win these great prizes. So I'm telling you, get in there, don't be scared, get in there. The group that's there, awesome. This is Doom and Bloom Survival. Dr. Bones, Nurse Amy. The first thing I ever won from there was their book, and I think they've done a revised edition of this book already. Survival Medicine Handbook. This is a great book to have. Gives you some great scenarios, and you know, you're not just going to sit down and read through all of it, but it is an absolute fantastic book to have on hand. And you know, not just for collapse situations, but just for medical in general. You know, I go out and hunt all the time, fall from a tree stand, get attacked by a hog, whatever happens, you know, you want to be able to take care of that. And sometimes you're going to have to do that out in the woods. That's why I also won one of their trauma kits that, you know, while you're out in the woods, this stuff It's got gauze in it, it's got tourniquets. It's just a little package of medical supplies that you can put in your backpack, have that on hand, all shrunk down. You can get this all on their website, or I won this, you know, watching at Around the Cabin. This right here I won. Last thing I won over there was the Doom and Bloom survival game. This game is fantastic. It was a little intimidating right out the box, but once you get to know it, it is absolutely one of the most well put together games I've ever seen. I mean, spared no expense. It's got all these cool pieces. It's even got little players that you can be, and of course cards that tell you what the players. It gives you scenarios, you know, attack scenarios, and just a great game. We've played this a couple times already, and a lot of fun, and really kind of gets the kids involved in a survival. If you're trying to get them involved in survival situations and stuff like that, this will help them have a good fun at it, and you know, just a good family fun game. I will tell you this, if you have some experience as I do in D&D, it's very easy to pick up on this. So great fun time. We've had it out and played it. We always have a great time, and it gives you can have a short game, or you can do long games, whatever you want to do. Awesome fun. And some of the other stuff I've won, or I've gotten through Around the Cabin, as you know, Mike Parker, he makes my longbows now. Excellent bows, and he does a great job, and he's always hanging out around the cabin. Knowledge, just, I mean, he knows some crazy survival stuff. I hope one day I know as much as he does about it, but if it doesn't matter. And he has a show on there, Mike Parker Primitive Teachings. Go on to check it out. You're going to learn something. He builds bows, he builds knives, bone knives, he does a lot of wild edibles. Fascinating person. I've done videos with him before, and he just is a wealth of knowledge that everybody should tap into, as are all these people. Please do me a favor, go visit Around the Cabin, go check it out. There's always a live show on, except Saturdays, and you're gonna learn something. And I tell you what, the chat room, the people are great. So thanks for watching. Thank you, Jim Cobb. He gives away all kinds of books. Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy, you guys are awesome. Mike Parker, Phil from the Backyard Butcher, you guys all do a really great job, and I'm honored to be a part of the Around the Cabin team, family, whatever you want to call it. Rich, you're doing good. This is T-Mac. Love y'all. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Wild for the outdoors. Check us out Around the Cabin. That's www.aroundthecabin.com. Check the campfire for listings of our live show.